Astro Tarot forecast. I am using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, like the tarot board behind me. It's the first original concept tarot by illustrator Pamela Coleman Smith and publisher Rider-Waite. I'm sure there were other tarot decks prior, but it's known as one of the first original concept decks. So let's see what comes up in astrology for you. Please watch your sun sign, your ascendant, and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos. And thank you for choosing me for your astrology and tarot and your private readings. So let's go with it. We've got a ton of Taurian energy this month. And on the 4th of May, we have our new moon at 14 degrees of Taurus. And your health is a priority this month at the top half, definitely. You've got the new moon's energy, which is a new, fresh start to the 6th house of health and routine and how you work. So there's a new method here for Sagittarius, a new approach to how you are getting your job done, your tasks handled, and how you are taking care of yourself, your physical self. This is the house and sector of diet and well-being. So there is a focus here. On the 6th, Mercury enters this sector as well, enters Taurus. And Venus on the 15th enters Taurus. So this is about how do I plan my days? I think that all Sagittarians should get a calendar because this is about details, structure, analysis, regimen. All of this planetary energy will be conjunct Uranus at 2 degrees of Taurus. So the new moon and Mercury and Venus will transit right over Uranus in the progressive sky. And this brings on a sudden energy, a sudden revolt. You might just put down that bag of chips and say, listen, I'm getting to it. This is a shocking kind of spur of the moment process, and you could get yourself a nutritionist, a trainer, and things lined up effortlessly in this top half of May, or be inspired to do so. And speaking of inspiration, on the 15th, Mars enters Cancer, the planet of inspiration and action, energy, Mars. And this is the 8th house of sex. So there's a lot of action for Sagittarius here. The 8th house of intimacy and shared resources, who you're investing in, other people's money. And Mars is in this sector of money and connection and intimacy and who's paying me until July 1st, right before our first eclipse on the 2nd of July. So there is a libido that's heightened with Mars in the 8th, and this will sextile that energy in the 6th house. So the more active you are, the better you might feel. The sextile is harmonious. Those energies work together in the 6th and the 8th house. So there's a connection here for Sagittarius. Your wealth is in your health, is how that can be translated for you. On the 18th, we have our full moon closure, 27 degrees of Scorpio. There's an awareness in your 12th house of endings. There's a firm release available for Sagittarius. You can wave goodbye to an outdated addiction, something that you've just been doing as a habit that isn't healthy for you because your health is so impacted in the top. I'm just getting a message too that yes, there's a lot of people letting go of old and bad habits because it's not in alignment with their current practice or path. And what I'm getting from this is that, I get it. So as an example, say you're a yoga instructor, but you have a bad habit. So you can't teach yoga instructors yoga if you're smoking after yoga. So it's like something in this, you have to, practice what you preach in a sense. So if you are working to help other people, you too shouldn't have we're all human, but if you're doing something that's really negatively impacting your health, you can't have it both ways, something like that. So make sure you're aligning up what you do or how you work with what you're practicing, how you feel. It should all be in alignment. Okay, I'm like, wow, there's a revelation in this forecast. I'm hearing things, but I'm also trying to read my dates. Additionally, that full moon sextiles the planetary placements of Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn in the second house. So this has to do with your confidence and choosing to value yourself over your habits. Second house and 12th house working together. Time to release what isn't serving you, literally, in the 12th house of release. So that's a powerful process, and May is the month to do it. Why not give up something when the cosmos is conspiring to work with you? You don't have to walk, uphill. Astrology can serve you to pick the best times to give up something, as well as, push something or promote something. It's a system of navigation, and I am here to help you navigate through it, the challenges. So on the 21st, our sun enters Gemini, and so will Mercury, the planet that naturally governs Gemini. And when these two work together, this is in your marriage sector. Scorpio might be committing to a monogamous relationship or finding a soulmate, because Gemini governs soulmate for Sag, and those two work extremely well together as partners. And that's what the seventh house is, partnership and attraction, complete attraction. So perhaps some of you are thinking of going into business in a business partnership as well. If this is not in your relationship, this could be the time for contract signatures, Mercury in the 7th, making things official, legal. You have Jupiter with you, retrograde though, in your first house through December 2nd. Still a very powerful time of elevation for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising especially. Let's see what's here in the tarot for you for the month. And if you'd like private counsel, I read all through the week. I'm at audreyalison.com. I'd love to give you a personal reading. You can go to my website and select the reading that you desire via PayPal. All right, 7 of Coins. Sag has been working hard, and look at his face. Do you think he looks exhausted, or do you think he looks like he's achieved something? Both, maybe. He's tired and he's worked really hard to get what he has. Some of you are working to support your families and what you've created, what you've bloomed. Wow, here we go. Tower. Tower don't lie. This card is about restructuring, and we are having eclipse season in July, but some Sagittarians are breaking up with relationships in order to truly find that intimacy and that soulmate. And if you're settling, don't. Just don't. Why just be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship? Why not find the right relationship? That could work for you, Sag. Yeah, some of you are walking away from the 8th house of intimacy and starting something new. That full moon in the 12th house of closure could just see you inspired to take a little trip, or to walk away from something and to go towards something that's more suitable for you. Let's see what else is here. And you'll have a victory. The Chariot is victory and movement and travel. And some of you are taking a risk to get what you love. And that's the only kind of love that you should go after, is the kind worth having. So I hope this was helpful. This is beautiful for developing career as well. Just keep working at it, because your 6th house is being tended to. So whatever you're working on, this could really bloom by the end of May. All that Taurian energy is earth, coin, planting seeds that will eventually bloom, that will come to fruition. All right, Sag, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.